Most people think they can hide their secrets. We tell ourselves little white lies to get through the day. But inside the Liars Cradle, there is no such thing as a secret. There is only the objective truth of the universe and the agonizing, fiery death that follows even the slightest deception.
Item number SCP-2128. Object class: safe.
Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2128 is contained within a reinforced containment chamber at Site-77. Access is strictly limited to Level 3 personnel and above. All testing involving SCP-2128 must be performed using D-Class subjects, and any questioning must be pre-approved by the lead researcher.
In the event of an accidental activation or an unauthorized truth testing session, the chamber is to be locked down until the internal temperature returns to baseline. Under no circumstances are personnel to use SCP-2128 for personal disputes or to verify the loyalty of Foundation staff without direct authorization from the Ethics Committee.
Description: SCP-2128 is a large stone structure resembling a communal cradle or a shallow basin, approximately 3 meters in length. It is composed of aged granite and appears to date back to the late Byzantine period, though its origin remains a subject of debate. It was recovered from an abandoned monastery in the Pyrenees Mountains, following rumors of a local cult that practiced ordeals of fire. The anomalous properties of SCP-2128 manifest when a sentient subject is placed inside the cradle and makes a statement. If the statement is factually true, nothing happens. The subject remains unharmed. However, if the statement is a lie, the subject is immediately subjected to what the Foundation has designated as a correction.
A correction typically involves the manifestation of an entity known as SCP-2128-1, colloquially called the Igniter. Witnesses describe the Igniter as a small, humanoid figure composed entirely of white-hot plasma or intense flame.
The Igniter emerges from the stone of the cradle itself and interacts with the liar. The resulting death is always localized, extremely violent, and tailored to the nature of the lie told.
What makes SCP-2128 truly dangerous is its definition of truth. The cradle does not care about what the subject believes to be true. It only recognizes objective reality. If a subject genuinely believes a false statement and utters it while inside the cradle, they will be burned. Conversely, if a subject speaks a truth they believe is a lie, they will survive. The cradle functions as a perfect, albeit homicidal, omniscient judge. Testing Log 2128-A. The following tests were conducted to determine the parameters of the cradle's truth detection. Subject D9022. Statement: "My name is John." Result: no reaction. Statement is true. Subject D9022. Statement: "I am currently on the moon." Result: subject immediately ignited. The igniter emerged from the base of the cradle and pressed its hands against a subject's chest. D9022 was reduced to ash in 4 seconds. Subject D1033. Statement: "The number I am thinking of is 7. Result: subject was thinking of the number 4. A localized burst of flame erupted from the stone, severing the subject's tongue. Subject D1144. Statement: "It is currently raining in London." Result: no reaction. Weather reports confirmed a light drizzle in London at that exact moment.
This confirms that the cradle possesses a form of global, real-time omniscience.
Subject D1288. Statement: there is an afterlife. Result: data expunged. The subject did not die, but screamed for 30 minutes until they were removed from the cradle. They have remained in a catatonic state since the experiment.
Addendum 2128.1, Incident Report, The Mole Search. Assistant Researcher Miller was suspected of leaking containment protocols. He was forcibly placed in SCP-2128. Questions about leaking secrets and harming the Foundation returned no reaction.
The site director, frustrated by the lack of results, began asking broader questions. Question: are you a loyal employee? Miller: yes. Result: the igniter manifested.
It did not burn Miller immediately. Instead, it reached into Miller's mouth and pulled out his teeth one by one. Each tooth turned into a small, burning ember. Miller screamed that he believed he was loyal.
Subsequent investigation revealed that while Miller had never leaked secrets, he had once taken a Foundation-branded pen home without permission. In the eyes of the Cradle, this theft constituted a breach of loyalty, making his statement an objective lie.
Addendum 2128.2, The Prophet Test. Subject D1552. Statement: SCP-682 will be destroyed tomorrow. Result: the igniter appeared and wrapped its arms around the subject's head. The subject's skull melted instantly. Subject D1554. Statement: I will die of old age. Result: the igniter manifested and slowly began to incinerate the subject's feet, moving upward. The process took 6 hours. The subject did not die of old age.
The horror of SCP-2128 is the realization that the universe is a cold, literalist monster. It views our human concepts of honesty as a joke. To the Cradle, we are all liars. We lie to ourselves about our importance. We lie to our loved ones about our feelings.
If you were placed in the cradle today and asked if you were a good person, would you survive? Or would the igniter find the one moment you weren't and turn you into a pillar of smoke?
The truth doesn't set you free. It burns, it consumes, and in the end, the only thing left in the cradle is the cold, hard stone and the smell of scorched earth. Subscribe.